Now you are an email artisan. You handcraft perfect paragraphs and you launch them off to land gently in the inbox of your customer, where they'll be read sometime between right now and the next Spider-Man reboot. But now you're being asked to give live chat support, and sure, most of those skills are going to transfer across, but live chat has its own rhythm and riffs. Great chat support, it's a craft of its own. So here are the top 6 practical skills that you need to deliver exceptional live chat support. Email support. It's like old school letter writing, but with really fast mail carriers. But chat support, well, it's closer to a live conversation. People can talk over each other, or one person can really dominate the discussion. So guiding a live chat to a successful end, it means keeping control of the conversation. So here are 4 quick tips to help you keep a chat on track. Get on the same page. Make sure that you and your customer are clear about what they need and what you need from them. Set expectations. If you're going to need to step away from the chat, tell them what's happening so they don't freak out and think you've disappeared, like a child who hasn't yet developed object permanence. Build some boundaries. Don't be afraid to ask customers to focus on one thing at a time so that you can best help them. And be sure to have some prepared responses for cases of abuse or inappropriate behaviours. Know when to transfer channels. Some questions are just best handled in email or on the phone, so think about what those might be for your team, and when they come up, make that transition as graceful as you can. In email support, a response in 15 minutes, that would be amazing, but a 45-minute response might be amazing too most of the time, because your customers mostly aren't hanging out hitting refresh on their Gmail. But if you were in a face-to-face conversation and the other person suddenly stopped talking, well, you'd be rightly concerned. The same goes for support chats. Responsiveness matters more in live chat support, so top ways to speed up your chat service. Improve your typing speed. Maybe call Mavis Beacon out of retirement. Remove friction from your support systems. Maybe you can integrate customer details into your help desk or your chat tool so you don't have to manually look them up. Or maybe you can build a new tool and automate a manual support task. Use saved replies or text expansion tools to quickly insert information instead of typing it over and over. Build out your self-service content so that you can help them help themselves. A picture is worth 1,000 words, a video could be worth even more, so make use of them. In chat, conversations can scroll past quickly and they're often squeezed into a pretty small frame surrounded by all sorts of distracting things, so it's vital that you get to the point quickly and clearly if you want to be understood. To get better at writing concisely, work on your knowledge. It's when you try to teach something that you discover if you really understand it. You need to know which information is the most important to get across and what could be safely left out. Cut the fluff. Waffly explanations, rare edge cases, they can just get in the way of understanding. Get to the core answer quickly. Simple language. Avoid using internal jargon, quirky marketing terms. Stick to the words that your customers use and be sensitive to their different cultures, their different language backgrounds. Specificity. Instead of saying, jump over to your user preferences area, say, click account, then click billing. That precise word choice, it can avoid a whole lot of customer confusion. In email support, you get really good at taking a customer's big block of questions and then comprehensively addressing them all in the hope of resolving it for them with one reply. And that's because it might be hours before they see it. But with chat, you have an opportunity for real-time feedback. So you wouldn't give a baby a whole bowl of food all at once. You give them a little spoonful, you see if they're going to spit it out. And similarly, you can break down your support answers into small chunks. Give them one idea, one action at a time, and then let the customer respond. You can see if they're getting it or whether you need to try and explain it differently. Now, sometimes your customer really just needs your help to take an action that they can't take. You should do that. But other times, you've got an opportunity to help them understand your service or your product more deeply, or to teach them how to solve their own problem. You should promote your self-service help documents, let them know where they are, how they can search them and find them. Point them to product features or items that they may not have seen yet. Share tips or tricks or setups that are particular to their usage. You want to help your customer to kick ass, instead of having to drag an ass over for you to kick it for them. Endings can be hard.
Well, you didn't hang up either. She didn't hang up.
If you don't close them out well, conversations can drag on like the last bit of the Lord of the Rings movie. Make sure that they've got what they need. Did you have any other questions for us? Leave them with clear directions. Do they need to take some action? Do they need to get back to you? Are there documents? Thank them for their time and their business. Add some personality. You've already been friendly. Now you can make a connection, share something fun. And then finish it off. Don't just ghost on them. Let them know that you're leaving and that you'll be there if they need help again in the future. There's no denying it. Chat support, it can be fast-paced, can be challenging at times, but the research shows customers love it. And when it's done well, it can deliver great business value. If you can work on your chat skills, you can be more valuable to your customers, but also to your company.